Yeah. Place. Oh shit, you didn't hit it before. Okay, well, we're gonna hit him with this Florida punch. Now, I know y'all hear about what's going on out here in Florida, but we still got a drink for y'all for this episode. Now, this is a highball. I want you to get a 1/4 ounce of cognac, 1 ounce of dark rum, 1 ounce of grapefruit juice, and 1 ounce of orange juice. I want you to put all that in a cocktail mixer, shake it up nice, pour that over some ice. Now, get your orange slice, throw that on there, sip that, y'all. But I'm here with the cast. It's my boy Dolomite.
Yo.
It's the lovely Mockin' J.
Hello.
And it's your boy, DJ 4Easy, y'all. Welcome to the Night Kapp.
Welcome back to the Night Kapp. And as anybody may have seen our little commercial earlier this week, we want to talk about the events that happened on Sundays, that they're calling the Orlando massacre. Omar Mateen, and I may be mispronouncing that, so I'm sorry, age 29, stormed into Orlando's Peck nightclub Pulse around 2 a.m. Sunday, June 12th. He carried in with him an AR-15 style type of rifle and a handgun, and opened fire and proceeded to kill 49 club goers, and he injured another 53. And this makes this the worst mass shooting in U.S. history and the worst terror attack on U.S. dirt since 9/11. This was the club's weekly Latin night, and the clubbers were just there to celebrate it. But Mateen did open fire in the club around 2 a.m. after he shot the security guard that was in front of the club, and he only died 3 hours later in a shootout with the Orlando Police Department SWAT team when they stormed the building. During the standoffs, he proclaimed his allegiance to the Islamic State, as well as his support for the Muslim Brothers who set off 2 bombs at the 2013 Boston Marathon. Also, he said his motive for his actions were that he wanted America to stop bombing his country. He pledged allegiance to ISIS while on the phone with police. He had also been investigated for possible connections to Muslim terrorists in 2013 and 2014. Those cases were closed, saying that Mateen was no threat. Workers and regulars of the club said that they saw him inside the club several times before the massacre over the past year. He would drink alone in a corner and talk about his wife and son. He would also sometimes become heavily intoxicated and belligerent. Of the victims, I'm only going to mention a few of them because I don't have that much time. But Brenda McCool, 49, was at the club with her son, who is gay. She passed away protecting her son. Andrew Lennon, 32, and boyfriend Juan Guerrero, 22. Frank Hernandez, 27. Akaya Murray, 18, the youngest confirmed victim. Jean Carlos Mendez Perez, 35, and partner Luis Daniel Wilson Leon. Kimberly Morris, 37. She was a bouncer at Pulse. And Corey Connell, 21, was at Pulse with his girlfriend who survived. Jill Mary Rodriguez Sullivan was 24. She is survived by her husband and 2 children. There were 27 victims who are still in the hospital. 6 are in critical condition of the 53 injured. Lionel Melendez was shot in the head and is currently in a coma. Please join me in a moment of silence for the victims. Thank you.
This makes me think about, since we're in this election, what are they going to be doing about these gun laws? And what gun did he use?
I had a handgun and
a handgun and shot 50 people.
Oh, he had an AR-15
okay. Yeah.
also.
Okay, I know.
Yeah,
I was missing something.
Yeah, but it's just like,
trash.
How did this even happen? Like, how did it, like, did he hop out the car in front of the club? Like, did he really walk up to the club?
Well,
like this?
Some of the research I've done say he went into the club at 1 and left, and then came back at 2. Other reports that I've read said he just walked in. He shot the security officer or security guard that was out in front of the club, because they're there, and then walked into the club and basically opened fire, and everybody started running and screaming under a hail of bullets.
That's tragic, man, because was it Troy Ave's boy just got killed, beef with Tex Tone in a club in New York. I'm like, that just happened recently, like maybe a couple days before that happened. And I just say that to say, look how easy it is to get guns in these nightclubs and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, he kind of, they knew. My whole thing though is, I mean, he shot the security guard, he got into the club, okay, fine. No one tried to take him down, I suppose, and maybe they couldn't. I mean, but no one decided to run in from behind. I'm not sure. I mean, I guess maybe fight or flight, and everybody chose flight. But he was killing people for 3 hours before the SWAT team came.
They ain't making, hey man.
3 hours.
Society calm down a little bit.
And he called them. Some of the research I've done said he actually called them before he went into the club. So how was he able to terrorize that club for 3 hours?
Y'all knew he was there. He told y'all all kind of things, pledging his allegiance to ISIS. So y'all say all these other things, that it's just wild. Like, how I don't understand how he was there for that long of a time before y'all was able to get there or rectify or stop
and effectively take him down.
It doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel bad for everybody that was there that had to be involved with this, because I mean, you see them. There was a shooting, and forget the way this comes out, but there was a white guy. He shoots, and they subdue him. They arrest him. This guy was in here for 3 hours shooting and killing everybody in there. Yeah, granted, y'all shot him, but y'all left him in there for 3 hours.
He targeted people in the bathroom.
Talk to people.
Yeah, I heard about the kid that got to talk to his mother.
Yeah, and then what about the young boy that was texting his mother, like, he's coming, I'm going to die? Like, I mean, what kind of heartbreaking messages were these families having to hear early in the morning?
Tragic.
And I mean, so many of these people were talented, young, smart. They were actually pillars of society, and they were productive citizens.
Like, a lot of these people were young, you know what I'm saying?
We lost some good Americans in there. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, if he did it because they were gay, there were so many people in this club that were not gay. Yeah, most of them were, maybe bi or lesbian or gay, but most of them, not most of them, but there was an amount of them that were just out with friends and having a good time. It was a Latin night.
But my thing, okay, you coming to this club, you telling everybody that you're doing this because you're tired of the people bombing your country and da-da-da-da-da, things like that. Okay, but why are you taking it out on the innocent people? Like, if you really felt like you wanted the government to stop bombing your country, why you not running into a government facility and shooting up people?
Took him down immediately.
You know what I'm saying? You run into a place where it ain't nothing but drunk teens and young people
that might even be on drugs.
People are intoxicated in so many different ways. These are the people that you want to shoot. Like, these are the people that hurt you. These ain't the people that hurt you, man. These ain't the people that's doing something or whatever to your country. Like, bruh, if you felt some type of way, excuse me, I mean, address it with them. I don't see why you have to address it with 50 to 100 innocent people that had nothing to do with any crimes that came to your country.
Well, I mean, and then, so many, you don't really know what angle to come at. There's really no way to prevent this type of thing. You can, I can say there can be a bigger penalty for hate crimes, a bigger punishment for hate crimes. You know what I mean? That'd be a good suggestion. Well, I can see that coming around the corner anyway. These gun laws are definitely about to change, and the punishment for hate crimes is definitely about to go up.
Well, I mean, I really think, the thing is, like, he passed all tests and everything. He was proved to be mentally sound, when he had to get the requirements to to purchase his guns. So
and so did all the cops that killed them black boys in the street.
I'm just saying, like, we do need tighter gun laws for things like this to not happen. I mean, so that we don't have to worry about our family members going out to a nightclub. How many people are not going to go out anymore? How many people are going to be afraid of going out?
This ain't stand your ground. This ain't no stand your ground law, bro. You know what I'm saying? You really went into an establishment with an automatic weapon.
With a bunch of people that, the majority of people out intoxicated, possibly on a mind-bending drug.
More than likely.
I mean, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or funny or anything.
We're talking about the nightlife.
This is the nightlife.
We're talking about the nightlife. We're talking about people at a club.
Hey, you killed Americans. You didn't say you killed a bunch of saints. They were just trying to have some fun.
Right. Well, it also has been reported that people believe that he had gone to Disney World in April with his son and his wife, and they believe that Disney World may have actually been a target. He may have been scoping out Disney World to see if that was something that he wanted to take on, which would not have worked
until
well
he
for him
found
at
out
all.
that he wouldn't have been able to kill nobody inside that park. He would have been doing all of that at the front gate.
And it would have been horrible. I mean, there's a bunch of children at Disney.
Exactly. It's like, bro, I don't know what your choices were, you know what I'm saying, between kids and drunk people. Like, I don't really understand.
Yeah, that still doesn't work out.
You know what I'm saying? But you ain't hurt nobody that you felt did anything to your country.
Yeah, like you said, try a government facility, maybe even an army base or something like that. But people that are having a good time at night, or children having a good time with their parents, like, those were the places that you were targeting, though, because you want America to stop bombing your country. Like, this is how you're making your statement.
Man, bro, I don't know what your thought pattern is. Apparently,
He was armed with hatred and a gun. Hatred and a gun, and
these are the results.
And bullets rained down on a bunch of innocent people that had done nothing to him, and he is, I mean, God rest his soul, but he is the worst type of person.
Yeah, he took himself out, man. That's what happens to haters, man. People just trying to have fun at the nightclub, man. You hate a hater come shoot at the nightclub when you trying to get your groove on.
You just chilling, having fun.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, number one hater. Put that on the tombstone.
Oh, and speaking of haters, also to Pastor Roger Jimenez, you are the worst type of person, and with no due respect at all, I will tell you to fuck off.
I mean, anger. The shit is, I mean, I understand the anger.
and you need to be removed from your position as pastor if you're just going to promote hate. He feels that the only thing wrong with the Orlando massacre is that Omar Mateen didn't kill everyone in that nightclub, because those are not people, they're predators. And they should have all been killed. But then he says he doesn't.
Aren't we all?
And it's like, oh, I don't condone violence, and I'm a man of God, and this is what you're telling your people.
We're all predators, man. Anybody that wants something, you find a target and you prey on it. You get that. And I'm not talking about in the church prey on things. I'm saying hunter.
You prey.
I'm saying predator and prey. Predator and prey. I'm a hunter. I'm a man. I'm looking for women. I'm a predator when it comes down to that. I'm not saying like I'm going out here trying to take nobody, nothing. But I'm gonna hunt the way I'm supposed to hunt, because I'm a predator. I'm not somebody else's prey. Nobody's hunting me. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one doing the hunting. When I catch my fish, I go eat my fish, and that's that.
Well, I bet the government that investigated him in 2013 and 2014 are definitely kicking themselves now, saying that he was no threat.
They didn't investigate
And considering
him,
that he was investigated, he shouldn't have been able to obtain an AR-15.
They are
he
not.
Shouldn't have been able to.
The government is not mad at nobody. The government scanned all them police before they was killing people in the streets. The government ain't never upset about nobody. The government always gives somebody a clean bill of health and then they go do something. That's normal. He's fine. He's not.
Yeah.
That's how it happens in America.
Y'all just the cracks. You know, this is where y'all slip at. You know what I'm saying? Slipping through the cracks.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just really tragic, and you know, a lot of candlelight vigils have been held for the families of the victims and the friends of the victims. You know, people that have gone out with their friends, and you never think that you're not gonna leave with them. There are people that walked into this club with their friends and walked out without them, or maybe even were wounded and dragged out without them. You know, families, like I said, a mother lost her life protecting her son just because she was out dancing at a gay club with her son. She wasn't gay. She's, you know, she supported her kids.
The way he explains it, it's not even like he was literally targeting gay people. He's saying he just wanted to fuck up America.
Yeah, that's what I meant to ask. Did he say he was targeting gay people? Did he come in there and say?
As far from what I've listened to, I haven't heard him say anything about that.
I know he didn't go in there and go blind, so he knew he was killing women.
He killed a mother of 2.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying he wasn't
he killed
blind.
several mothers.
He didn't go in there and go deaf, dumb, and retarded. He knew he was shooting women. He seen this. This is what I'm saying. So he wasn't targeting anybody. And plus, he was there a lot. And he's supposedly not gay. To me, I hope now. I'm like, this might be. I hope because this club is majority gay or gay owned. They're not saying, oh, it's an attack on the gays. Where I'm hearing about hetero dudes getting killed. You know what I'm saying? And this might be a tragedy for all of us instead of us. But it's not being looked at that right now.
Because the club,
it's being looked at. Gay rights matter, and everybody. It does.
Yeah, but everybody matters.
This is everybody. Mourning for everybody. I wasn't I was thinking it was a total hate crime at first. Now I know that. Oh no, it wasn't just about hate. This was just about hate of. Could have been about hate of America.
This wasn't hate for homosexuality.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? In which case,
I look at it
because if it was Black Lives Matter, that means then we would need to be centered on them right now, just like Black Lives Matter. You see what I'm saying? But if it was a problem from everybody, then that attention is not required. That's what I'm talking about. Just the same thing, the same way as saying Black Lives Matter. We say that why? Because the Black Lives in detention right now.
I just think it was an easy target. Many of the people there had to have been intoxicated, like you guys said. It was a nightlife.
What
intoxicated, mind-bending drugs, possibly. Club. He could have walked into any club, but this was a club that he has been noted to have frequented. So it was easy. He knew that the people there were just trying to have a good time. Some of the people probably didn't even know what was happening. Some people said they didn't even realize that there was an attack until they start seeing people fall around them. So, I mean, you walk into a club full of, and we're not even just going to say gay, but just intoxicated individuals, and you open fire.
Yeah. That's...
It did, so, but it is a certified gay club. What was he always doing there then?
And that's the thing, like, you know, they tried to say, I
Disney,
I heard
that wouldn't work.
About more or less him having, like, an issue with his son seeing a few homosexual activity, you know what I'm saying? Just as far as, you know, public display of affection, you know what I'm saying? Between same sex. Now, I don't see that as no reason to be going up in nobody's place or establishment and killing people. Especially, you know, like that. That's not an appropriate response to that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I hope that there are a lot of people out here really listening to that, because y'all know that's not how you react to that. If you don't want your family, you don't want your kids seeing those things, you know what I'm saying? You take your kids somewhere else. If y'all in public, it means just move around, go somewhere else, go home.
Yourself. Yeah, go home.
Go home. Because if you feel like you don't want homosexual activity going on around,
your child exposed to
your
that.
child, and you don't want them exposed to it, well, at your home, I'm pretty sure you're not exposed to that unless that's what you're letting into your home. So Go somewhere where it's not being, where your child doesn't have to be exposed to that.
Exactly. And just thinking of the amount of people that were that lost their lives, and the amount of people that were actually injured, and the death toll actually is expected to rise due to the fact that 6 people are in critical condition, and it's touch and go at this point. Some of them may not make it. So once this is all said and done, and some people may not make it out of the hospital, and there's a lot of people. We could end up with, instead of having 59, we might 49, 50. We might end up with 56 people, that lost their lives just going out to have a good time. And it's really tragic. And my heart goes out to all of the victims, everyone who lost someone, whether you were family or friend. All of the injured. There were so many people that were just traveling into Orlando. It's a tourist area. There's a lot of people that were just there visiting a friend, visiting a family member, and they expected to go home. There are people that are trying to raise money to get their loved ones back to their homes, like to New York and to Connecticut, and all of those things of these people. And that should not have been anything that anyone would have ever been worried about going to Orlando, which has been nicknamed the happiest place on earth due to Disney. And
it's the tourist attraction.
It's a tourist attraction.
You're not gonna tell me that not even could have been half to a quarter of those people that were killed were tourists that didn't live in Orlando, that were from some other state or another city. They were only there to have a good time. That was it.
But there were blacks here at this club. There were straights. There were gays. There were Hispanics. There were whites. So America was in that club. All lives matter.
All lives matter.
All lives matter. And like I said, this is bullying to me in its worst form, because I believe that there was a reason that this club was targeted, and one of the reasons was it was easy. Another reason was he may have showed some sort of disdain for homosexual people and homosexual activity, but you don't go to a gay club to exterminate people for the simple fact that not everybody there was gay.
I don't feel like he went there because everybody was gay. I feel like he went there because that was the club that he go to. Like the people had already said, he'd been up in there, and it wasn't just some. That was the club he went to. That was where he had his drinks. That's where he happened to be getting drunk and turn around and be belligerent right there in this same place. He had been
kicked out by one of the people that he
That's why he went there. It wasn't for no other reason. This is the place he knew. When people do things like that, it's a psychological thing. They go to the places that they knew. They go to the places that they know.
But seriously, condolences. My heart goes out to the victims, their family, their friends. No one should ever have to go through anything like this at all. It's heartbreaking that someone has that much hatred for America, for anyone, for anything, to go and do something like this, to harm people and just mow them down without any sort of reason or rhyme, to just make the amount of people hurt that are hurting right now. Because there are hundreds of people now that have lost someone or is hoping for a quick recovery of someone. People whose lives are never going to be the same due to the fact of being shot in both legs, and who knows if that person was a runner or something like that, so.
But to the friends, to the family of all those victims, I just hope everything gets better for you as best as it can.
Heart goes out to you.
Condolences from the Night Kapp.